Yeah, so elsewhere you're in two of their volumes, volume 2 and 3. You had Respect Your Elders and Now All Is Silver in volume 2, and Toadstools and what like a is it like a Shadow Before Me? Is that what
Yeah,
it's?
like a shadow before me. Yeah,
Yeah.
Toadstool's actually the first, even though it's in volume three, and the other two are in volume two. Toadstools was actually the first short I ever did, and that was a nice kind of little taster of like, just throwing yourself into, can I do this kind of thing? And it was just 5 pages long,
That
and
one
I
for
thought
me,
that
I
was
was
really.
just I was just like, no. Like no.
Yeah, I definitely related with the little boy in that story of just like,
Oh,
what?
yeah,
And
yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
it was like such a fun. I again like just being able to appreciate, just X amount of panels. Like you can count them probably on if all extremities. And like there's
yeah.
not that many, and you were just able to tell like a boom impactful story, like being able to relate to people, have that like even like kind of bait and switch of emotions.
Yeah.
Just for people who aren't familiar with the story, it just opens up on just two little kids preparing dinner for, they're going to make a special little treat for their parents for dinner. And then I don't want to spoil anything, but things change. And,
Yeah.
and, yeah,
The end.
so
The end.
the end, that's the comic. But again, like, it's like, again, talking about, getting a bang for your buck, or just even like just I wanted a thrill, I wanted to feel something,
Yeah,
and I got it. Like it didn't have to be
yeah.
a 6 issue arc, in a trade
I
paperback. It
know,
was,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Some things require a beautiful long story if it's something epic in there. And in this case, that was why I love doing the shorts. It was like doing short films. It was just like, it's like I just want to give a short little taste to just like what if there were these kind of evil kids, or one was evil at least. And it was just like, and people can relate to that because this little kid was a little basically narcissistic, toxic little a-hole in the making, or like.
hmm,
Yeah.
And then
yeah,
the art, we actually, Monica has done comics of her own in there, and I can't think what else she's done something else as well. Um, but I said to her, like, yeah, we're going to try, even though this is set in the 80s, let's kind of make this look like it's almost like Americana. Think Norman Rockwell kind of,
mm,
Oh
and
yeah.
that's what we were trying to get with that. And I think she definitely nailed that. And
hmm,
then even we did one page, and she said, "This is 10 panels. Like, how's this gonna work?" Like, because at the time I'm thinking, I don't know, this is the first time I'm doing this.
Yeah.
But
right,
and yet on that one page, the way it's done, again, like shots. He's looking at her, she's looking at him, she's looking at the parents are looking at her. Then it's a shot of the panel of the spoon going up to the mouth, and then the eyes looking back again. But it works though. So you're just following the whole thing. And sometimes you
Yeah.
don't even need to have any words. And that's
right,
the funny thing as well. As a writer creator, some people are just like, oh, you wrote that, but you didn't do the art. It's like, no, I didn't do the art, but I did write it and think, and I have to try to explain to them that every panel that you see is written, even if there's no dialogue. There's still description for every single panel that's written. Like there's still a lot of information that goes into every panel, and then I draw them
Yeah.
as well, and then I go to a professional to do that. But because there's no dialogue, doesn't mean there isn't anything being written because they can't see
right,
it right there on the page. Even though the whole page is panel after panel after panel of just really
Yeah.
just speak volumes without saying a word.